This episode was not that interesting to me personally. And I don't know if it's because it's a Destiny heavy, like a Destiny filled episode. I don't know. I'm Shayna. I'm here to talk about Lamh Huntsville Season 9 Reunion Part 2. This is for my second channel. My main channel is Shayna_MCD, where I did a live discussing the Part 2 of the Lamh Huntsville reunion. So if you're interested, be sure to go ahead and check that out on my main channel. Support the main channel. Y'all know, or if you don't, if you're new, that channel got demonetized, and I am fighting for my life trying to get my channel back. In the meantime, I'm trying to get this channel monetized as well. So I need y'all to watch these videos on through if you like them. Share them, subscribe, support. I did pre-recorded over here because everybody doesn't like live, so I'm trying to give y'all everything I can. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all seen what I saw today on the internet with Destiny. It was a scene that was edited out where Destiny was talking about the former host, trying to include her on some alleged three-way action. If y'all did, let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments. But in the meantime, in between time, let's talk about the reunion part 2. So we pick up with Melody and Kimmy spat. I don't know why we had to have a to be continued each and every episode. I guess it just wouldn't be a Carlos King production without it. Kimmy said when Mel doesn't want to talk about a subject, they just don't talk about it. But when they don't want to talk about something, it's like, no, we got to talk about it. Now, I agree with Kimmy. Two things can be true at the same time. Mel is giving, she's the boss. Mel is giving principal vibes. She's giving HR representative vibes. Kimmy did, however, tell Mel that she did not want to talk about the DUI situation. So, I mean, Melody like, look, you can't get mad. I'm talking to other people about it. You said you ain't want to talk about it. So, I mean, it is what it is. For some reason, Destiny chimes in, and I don't know why. I don't know why she came out with them. Granted, I know she's been there for a majority of the time, but I feel like the first, few minutes at least should be for the core 6. It should be for the comeback group, which Destiny was not a part of, might I add. So we rehashed Melody laughing in Nell's face regarding Nell being her mentor. I said it before and I said it again. I don't feel like Nell was a mentor. To me, it gave friend giving advice. Now, sometimes, your friend who gives you advice can also be a mentor. I have a mentor that I consider my mentor for, these YouTube streets. I talk to a lot of other content creators, actually. At work, I have, mentors, or I've had mentors that I communicate with, but it wasn't giving that. It was just giving friends, giving marital advice like friends do. They give, people love to discuss relationships. You're going through something, you call your friend. I will say though, in regards to to Nell and the Fletchers being mentors, I mean, Melody, when she was at their house throwing drinks and glasses with that big, humongous helmet-like braided wig prior to the Fletchers becoming full-time cast members. Okay, y'all remember. I believe that's episode where I'm pretty sure I heard Mel say that they were their mentors. So you introduced them as your mentors. Now you up there, y'all ain't never mentored me. I got my Jesus. I got my mama. You ain't mentoring me. Well, that's not what you said though. Cause I can understand the confusion because I'm a little confused because you not too long ago. But okay, okay. But I feel like they need to leave the mentor thing alone. Nell is so hurt, and she like, I could have seen my mother, but I spent time with y'all. She's like, and I wanted to do it. You wanted to do it, Linnell. You wanted to do it. I'm not trying to be insensitive because while that's great for her to be a friend and want to help their friend in their marriage, I just feel like they've been married the longest. They've been married for so long that they're just mentors and can give marital advice. But all y'all was seeming like all you were trying to do was say, look, I've been cheated on and I stayed and so should you. And I don't want no mentor like that. I mean, that's just me personally, though. Your mother is in the process of passing on. I don't care if I was arguing with my own husband. That's going to get put on hold because I have to see what's going on with my mama. So you think because Melody and Marcel, I'm sure, would have understood if you didn't have time to come over to their house because you had to check on your mama. So you can't do something and then be like, and throw it in somebody's face like, oh, well, I could have been seeing my mama and I was seeing you. But they didn't tell y'all to do that. See, and then people do things and they expect a certain reaction, thinking they're doing something at the kindness of their heart. You can't control how people react to what you do. So you do something thinking, oh, I'm doing something and they're going to care. And when they don't respond the way that you think that they would or should, then you can't throw it back in their face. Like, oh, well, I took the time to come see you and I could have been with my mother and you didn't appreciate it. Well, that was a choice you made. You can control the choices you make. You can't control the reaction that you get. So, I made Nell's mother rest. Mel was very dismissive of her feelings. It seems like Mel was just checked out and knew that she couldn't wait to put in her 2 weeks. Y'all know when if you ever put in a 2 weeks at the job and you got to finish out them last 2 weeks and you're like, ooh, I'm just here so I don't get fined, honey. Like, I can't wait to finish up. I'm out of here. Like, that's what it's giving. So afterwards, Marcel and Tisha try to pull Mel to the side, and give some constructive feedback, but Melody really wasn't receiving it. So they all go backstage, and the showrunner talks to the Scotts 1.0. They explain that Melody gets defensive when they try to talk to her. Like, yeah, we can talk to her, but she gets defensive and she doesn't really receive the information. And Melody is talking to him, the same showrunner, in her room, and she was like, matter of fact, to be clear, I've never asked the Fletchers to come mentor me. Well, how'd they get to your house then? I mean, somebody made the call. Was it Martell? Because he did say that he was going and getting, he was getting mentorship and advice from, an elder married person. So I'm like, was it Martell that was doing it? Because Melody did say she felt like they was more so mentoring Martell because he was in the wrong and not so much her. I don't know, but I'm glad we can lay this to rest because I don't care no more. I don't know about y'all. I didn't really care to rehash it, but I know it's the reunion, okay? So everyone cheers for Destiny to come back, or for Destiny's coming back. What did she bring to the show that I missed? Like, did I miss something? Because I really could have took her or left her. Like, okay, she's fine for this season. I don't really need to see Destiny anymore. I feel like now that Sunny and Moses are gone, Destiny can go out the door with them. Like, they need to wait up. She might need a ride. They can hold the door open for her while she walk out the door with them. But Carlos asked Destiny if she's attracted to Lance or if it was just a storyline. Of course she's going to say she was attracted to him. Why would she sit up here and be like, oh, yeah, it was really just for a storyline? Like, duh. Yeah, she's going to say she was attracted to him. He is cute, so it's not, Destiny said that there's a 6 or 7 age difference between her and Lance. Is it 6 or is it 7? Because Nell said it's a 9-year age difference, and she was firm about that. I felt like I believe Nell. Okay. She said Destiny is 42. Destiny was like, I did not tell you that I was 42. When I did my live, I couldn't find any information. I was trying to find her mugshots. And I know it's not right, but I just to get her date of birth. And she got a couple of them, so I was sure I could find one. Well, the internet is undefeated. They found it. She was born in like 1982 or something like that. So they found her date of birth. He was born 1990 or 1991, something like that. So that it tracks. What Miss Nell said was correct. It's a 9-year age gap. Because Nell said Lance is 33. Destiny refuses to give her age. She I'm not telling you, I'm grown. Well, how grown are you? Are you saying you're not 42 because you older than 42? What is it? Because for me, I feel like if you just saying you in your 30s, what's the secret? That's not. What are you hiding? Why are you so ashamed to tell your age? I will give her this though. Nell won't tell her age. She refuses to tell her age and gets upset when people call her older. And saying, y'all don't know how old I am and all this stuff. Kimmy, season 1, didn't want to say her age. So y'all can't, try to pigeonhole somebody to make them tell their age. But when you date my son, that's a different story, Stella. Okay. But whatever. Uh, let's see. I will say Google does tell people's industry age. So when you Googling people's age, it's not always their valid age. Y'all know Lala Anthony has changed her age on Google a couple of times. Okay, you ain't hear it from me, but I seen it. So don't believe what you see, but the mugshots ain't lying. So Nell said Lance, because Carlos was like, how does Lance feel about Destiny? And Nell was like, I don't know, why you ain't bring Lance on here? Because he was being cheap. But I agree, he probably should have just bought Lance so we could ask him directly, but we didn't. He said, because we got you. I said, ooh. So she said that he just said that she's a nice lady and that she's fun. I said, Nell said that she previously felt like she wanted Destiny as a daughter-in-law, but now she feel like she don't know her like that. Chris, of course, said he don't got no feelings towards her. I don't even know why he spoke up. He ain't got nothing to give. Carlos whispered out loud to Destiny, date other men. They don't want you. And Destiny was like, and I am, and I've been doing that. See, girl, that's why they ain't want you on. That's why I ain't want you dating their son. You can't casually, it's too close to home. Like, you getting a younger man and it's just a fun thing, fine. You getting a man, it's just a younger man, it's just a fun thing, and it's your coworker's son, girl, you're tripping. So, former, producer of the show and friend girl, allegedly, of Destiny, Sunny, came out with no Moses. Carlos gave her shade immediately and was like, where's Moses? And she was like, he's always here in spirit. And he was like, I heard he was in jail. Well, we know that the cat been jumped out that bag. She admitted that he's in the slammer for traveling, and I heard he was violating probation or something like that, allegedly, even though he knew he wasn't supposed to. If you knew you weren't supposed to travel state lines, why would you not only take the risk and do it multiple times, but on camera? How does that make any logical sense? Like, where's your thinker? Unless I personally feel like he wants to see somebody in there. I feel like he was begging for attention, like, please come get me. Y'all see, I was trying not only traveling state lines, but trying to so-called move and buy a house in Huntsville. Like, come on. See, that's what you get, Sonny, for marrying a man you've only known for 3 minutes. You don't even know what's going on with his probation. He's going to be spending more of your marriage in prison than not. So we do a look back at their love triangle. And Melody, after they showed it, she was like, oh, time for a break. I said, Melody got jokes, honey. So Sonny tried to justify stealing Destiny's former man once again. It ain't hit for me. It ain't hit on nothing for me. Girl, you're trifling. In my opinion. Now, I remember Sonny and Moses, they had said, the streets were saying they lied at one point and said they thought they was cousins. If this your husband and you for free to date him and Destiny's not your friend, why would you come up with such a lie such as this? You up here talking about that's your play cousin and now y'all married? Ugh. But anyway, Tisha said that the situation is trifling. She don't think Sonny's trifling. If Sonny's capable of doing something so trifling such as this, then she is trifling. Like, you can't separate the two in this situation, okay? Destiny feels like Moses used Sonny to not only get back at her, but to have a way to communicate with her. Now, at first I was like, okay, yeah, maybe he used it as a way to get back at her, because when they had a sit down, a one-on-one, why they had it, I don't know, because he's married to somebody else now, but we got a show to produce. But when they had it, he was up there talking about some, first of all, I felt like he always wanted to be on there. That's why he was trying to get a little FaceTime action in on the last season. Destiny was on there prior to this one. But he was like, you ain't gonna never came to my birthday party and this and that. Like, I feel like he was being petty, trying to get some get back. So I feel like some of that might have been true, but just to communicate with her, like, girl, please, if he would have sent you a text message, you would have responded, y'all. Melanie starts cracking up because it does seem a little far-fetched that somebody will go through such lengths and jump through hoops to try to speak to someone. Destiny said, oh, really? Because according to her, Melody and Sonny, they concocted that storyline in July, whatever July that was. That may have been true. She said she heard it from her producer. Well, now that producer's job is probably on the line for being loose-lipped. You don't expose your source, Destiny. You don't do that. Like, you could have been like, Carlos, I'm going to tell you behind the scenes or something. But like I said, I believe Sonny and Moses wanted to get from behind the scenes to get on camera. Because they ain't she over there doing Tubi movies and stuff. And Moses wanted to be on TV. So they got together probably with that in mind, knowing it was sparks. Because who gets married? It's like, oh, I'm married. And all of a sudden, we ain't never heard of this person because she's a producer who's behind the scenes. And suddenly, now we hearing them and seeing them all over the place. Now, I remember years ago, if y'all watched Married at First Sight from like season 1, like I did, which is not a lot of people. But years and years ago, one of the previous experts had ended up getting married to one of the former castmates. They ain't come on the show and try to plead their case and vindicate themselves, honey. They went ghost, quiet, happily married and going off living their life. But that's neither here nor there. So Mel and Sonny both accuse Destiny of lying. Of course they are. And Carlos makes it clear that he invited Sonny on the show once he found out that her and Moses were married. And he said that he also informed Destiny, like Destiny knew they were coming. Of course she knew. Why else would she get back on the show? What else did she have? Was she going to tell us why she got locked up multiple times? You wearing a mugshot on a t-shirt, but was she going to share what was going on with her scamming? Or is she still on food stamps? Or whatever happened with LeBarrett, supposedly? No. So otherwise, there's no reason for her to come back on here. This is the only claim to fame she had left. But Carlos said, okay, yeah, I don't think that's what she was saying. I think she was saying they concocted a storyline, got married, and did the whole thing so that word can get out so that you could turn around and ask them to come on the show. I don't know why he was trying to save face for them, and they felt like, oh, yeah, I'm glad Carlos cleared that up. He ain't cleared up nothing for me. But the streets want to know, is Sonny pregnant or not? I guess not, because she ain't say nothing on the show. Trish and Ken and Trisha's blonde wig that looks like hay came out. Trish, please. I am not like, I don't police people's hair colors, but she's got to stop wearing this blonde. Like, it's not like a little ombre or nothing, not a little highlight, a little streak. No, it's like the whole thing, like I hate it. I hate it. But anyway, Trish tried to explain why she lied about her past to Martell. After she did all that rambling, bumbling, fumbling, all her she is the worst one of the worst liars I have ever seen. She lied so terribly, she could be a lawyer up there with Phaedra and Maurice. In my opinion. But I mean, she lied and I felt more confused than I was before she started explaining herself. So Carlos asked Melody if she believes that nothing happened between Trish and Martell. Melody said, I don't know Trish. I wouldn't have gave her that much grace, but I digress. She said, but unfortunately, she knows her ex. And that was funny to me. And she said, he will freak anything that has legs. I said, who, child? And here go Martell talking to Melody, talking about, I'm sure your body count is larger than mine now. I'm sure you got a higher body count than I do now. Sir, shut up. He is so immature and childish. And didn't Melody say don't speak to her? I don't care how high Melody's body count is. I really don't. Sir, you had a baby on your wife. Like, there's nothing you could ever say to me when it comes to that situation. Ever. Him in his tight suit. So Carlos asked Martell if he wanted to sleep with Trish. And Martell was like, oh, I'm going to be honest. We slept together. And then everybody like jaw dropped. Face cracked. Including Trisha's. Girl, we seen it. It was like silent for 5 consecutive minutes. And finally he was like, oh, no, I was just playing. I was just a little jokey joke. I don't believe it now. I don't know what to believe now. I feel like, Lord, y'all can sleep together now. For all go ahead and sleep together now. Get it over with. I don't care anymore. I don't want to hear about it anymore. They're already filming next season, so I'm sure it's going to come up again. Now, Ken did not find it funny, so we are not going to move on from this. He was very serious about it. The person you need to be looking at is the person to your left and your right. The woman you laying down with that blonde wig on is the one you need to be looking at. Because when Martell said that, I don't know if she was too stunned to speak. Because even when Carlos asked her, he was like, why did you lie about it? She was like, I didn't know how much of my life I could tell. Like, girl, and he said, you can't tell the truth? This is a reality show. Tell your reality. No, you wanted to make it known. Oh, no, I know Martell, and I know his brother, too. You just had to make it known, and now look at you. She'll lying self. She's horrible. She's horrible at it. And I don't feel bad for Ken either. Is Trish trifling? Yeah. Do I feel bad for Ken? No, because like I said on my live, he's a willing participant in this. He won't leave. He has no ties. He refuses to walk away. He enjoys the lies. Let her lie in peace. So we have one last part of the reunion. Y'all need to take a long break. Give us something to miss y'all like we did Ready to Love. Speaking of Ready to Love, I did my pre-recorded on this channel. So please, if you missed it, be sure to check that out and like it and share it as well. And I will be doing a live for that on my main channel this Tuesday, so we can, get into the new season in Philly. But drop down in the comment. Let me know y'all stop by. I will see you in the next one. Bye.